Hello students, today we're going to do Saxon Algebra 2 Lesson 7b, which is called Equations from Geometry. Did you know that a whole geometry course is tucked into the Saxon Algebra and Advanced Math courses? It's true. This section will review some of the geometry you already know. Here's what we'll be using in this section. Number 1. The sum of the internal angles of any triangle equals 180 degrees. Number 2. Parallel lines cut by a transversal and the large and small angles. Number 3. How to apply a ratio to a problem about angles. Let's get started. Number 1. The sum of the internal angles of any triangle is 180 degrees. Triangles. Example 3, page 47. This diagram shows a triangle with an algebraic expression for every one of its three angles. Angle A is 2x plus 2, angle B is 7x plus 18, and angle C is 6x plus 10. The problem says find x. How do we find x? We know that the sum of those three angles equals 180 degrees. Therefore, the sum of those three expressions equals 180 degrees. So, 2x plus 2 plus 7x plus 18 plus 6x plus 10 equals 180. Now it's a simple matter of combining like terms and using your algebra tools to solve for x. Number 2. Parallel lines cut by a transversal and the large and small angles. Parallel lines are exactly the same distance apart from here to infinity and beyond. A transversal is a line that cuts through two or more parallel lines. This diagram from example 4 shows 4 parallel lines. The arrowheads show that they are parallel. There is one transversal. We can assume that it is a straight line. Two interesting things happen when parallel lines are cut by a transversal. Each parallel line is divided into two supplementary angles, a larger one and a smaller one. Remember that supplementary angles add up to 180 degrees. 2. All the smaller angles formed on each side of the parallel lines are equal. So are all the larger angles. Therefore, any combination of a larger angle and a smaller angle will add up to 180 degrees. We will use the fact that any combination of a larger and a smaller angle adds up to 180 degrees to solve example 4. In example 4, we are given an expression for a larger angle, 4x plus 33 degrees. We are also given an expression for a smaller angle, 3x degrees. We are asked to find x. Since a larger angle plus a smaller angle equals 180 degrees, then the sum of these two expressions is also equal to 180 degrees. 4x plus 33 plus 3x equals 180 degrees. Here's where we are so far. Setting up the equation is the key to finding the solution. Once you are at this point, all that remains is to use your algebra tools. You may have noticed that I was not careful to always use the degree symbol. That is for two reasons. 1. Little symbols like that can get in the way of solving the problem. 2. In neither case were we looking for the measure of an angle. In both cases, we were looking for x, which was part of an expression for the measure of an angle. Obviously, if we were looking for the measure of an angle, it would be important to use the degree symbol when reporting the answer. Number 3, applying a ratio. Example 5 shows a straight angle divided into 4 smaller angles, A, B, C, and D. The problem is the measures of angles A, B, C, and D are in the ratio 1 to 2 to 4 to 2. This means that angle A to angle B to angle C to angle D equals 1 to 2 to 4 to 2. We can set up expressions for the angle measures as follows. Angle A equals 1x, angle B equals 2x, angle C equals 4x, angle D equals 2x. The problem continues. Find the measure of each angle. Here's where we are so far. Angle A equals 1x, angle B equals 2x, angle C equals 4x, angle D equals 2x. That came right out of the ratio given in the problem. Now we can form this equation, x plus 2x plus 4x plus 2x equals 180, because these 4 angles form a straight angle which measures 180 degrees. Once again, by this point, you are ready to solve the problem. It only remains for you to combine like terms and solve for x. 9x equals 180, x equals 20. But the problem asked you to find the measure of each angle. So now we have our expressions for each angle, and we know that the value of x. We need to report the measure of each angle. Since x equals 20, angle A equals 1 times 20, which equals 20 degrees. Angle B equals 2 times 20, which equals 40 degrees. Angle C equals 4 times 20, which equals 80 degrees. And angle D equals 2 times 20, which equals 40 degrees. We need to ask ourselves, does 20 plus 40 plus 80 plus 40 equal 180? Yes, it does. I hope that this video has helped you to master this lesson. See you next time.